John, a point apiece at the end of a touchy at times game. What was your verdict on it all?
I thought it was a really difficult game for us. I thought we battled really well. I didn't think we were good enough on the ball today. But during that first half, under some really difficult moments, the lads really dug deep with 6,000 fans behind them, helping them keep the ball out the net. I think we did limit them to next to nothing, but there was a lot of pressure on us. We had the best chance of the game with Ty hitting the post. So lots to work on. Going down, playing against 10 men then, and not being good enough in that final third is something again we can work on. But overall, I'm happy with the points. I'm happy with the fighting display of the boys, and it's 6 unbeaten now, and we move on.
Probably a perception when the opposition goes down to 10 that it would become an easier game. I think as it showed the other way around a couple of weeks ago when we were at Burnley, it doesn't always work out like that, does it?
No, it's very difficult, and we're up against a really experienced Preston team who enjoy defending the box like they do, and we just couldn't come up with a solution today. But on a positive, it's another clean sheet. That's 2 in a row, 6 unbeaten, and we move on.
In those attacking areas, you tried lots of different options. Was it just wanting a spark from somewhere or somebody?
Yeah, definitely. We tried, lots of positive changes today. We have to look at the players that we brought in. There's 2 or 3 there who haven't had much game time as well, so we're getting them in this environment, getting some value and minutes into them, which will only benefit us going forward. But we tried as many positive changes as we could, and unfortunately we just couldn't break them down.
You mentioned the positive there of another clean sheet, and that's back-to-back clean sheets. Now, is it particularly pleasing away from home in a game like this as well?
Yeah, and as I say, I think we limited them in that first half next to nothing. They had a chance at the end from a corner, but apart from that, no chances. Even the second half, I think they had a shot right in the last minute. So again, from a defensive point of view, we were good. Lots to work on with the ball. We have to be better when we're building and decision making. But a real positive day.
There were 2 red cards in the game. What was your sort of view and verdict on both?
The one was right in front of us. It was quite a high challenge. I know it's a local derby, and it's blood and thunder all over the pitch, but it's quite a high challenge. So I felt that was a red card probably. And then with Owens, it looked like he tried to clear the ball away right at the end, and the lad just nipped in front of him, which obviously they make the most of that then. And it's something he'll learn from, and something we have to move on from.
Do you think there's any right to appeal with Owens' red card? It looks at first like it might have been on the harsh side.
Yeah, we'll have to have a look. I haven't looked at it back. It was only from my angle really, so we'll have to have a look at that. Obviously, what happened after that wasn't nice. Owens in the dressing room with a big bite mark on his neck. So the lads are very angry and frustrated with that. And something that we'll have to have a look at.
I was going to say the television pictures have shown there was a little bit more to that incident. How disappointing is something like that in the game? Nobody wants to see that.
No, of course I don't. There's levels and there's lines that you shouldn't cross, and obviously it's a bit naughty. So I'm sure the right people will see that, and the right action will be taken.
Just on Lewis Baker, he obviously was on the end of that challenge at the end of the first half. Didn't see him at the start of the second. Was it a result of the challenge, or was that tactical at the time?
It was tactical at the time. It was something I was going to do at half time. I felt that we were really struggling from a physical point of view against a really physical team today, up there with Ochan on his own up there. So to get Maktar on was going to happen. Obviously, we were looking at a couple of things, and with Bakes having to come off anyway, it made the decision easy.
You mentioned with 6 unbeaten now in the league. How nice is it to be at the top end of the table, even at this sort of early stage in the season?
Yeah, it's very early, but there's a lot of hard work ahead. You could see today, we need to be better with the ball. We need to keep working and developing as a group. So, we're making good steps forward, and to come here the way we did and stay in the game at important times was a real pleasing thing.